All right, another Venn diagram question. I'm also going to use the principle of inclusion and exclusion. You guys might remember that formula. Not going to do a Venn diagram for this one. I'm going to show you how to use that principle of inclusion and exclusion formula. So let's read this. Number 7 says, Paul asked 20 students whether they have a dog or a cat. 4 students do not have a dog or a cat. 4 students do not have a dog or a cat. 8 students have a dog. 4 students have a cat. How many students have both? Now, I'm going to show you again how to use the principle of inclusion and exclusion. So what is that principle? Well, if you don't have it memorized, it looks like this. The number of dog or cat equals the number of dog plus the number of cat minus the number of dog and cat. Okay, so that's the principle of exclusion and inclusion. So this set plus this set minus the overlap. That's everybody counted just once. Okay, so let's make sense of this. 4 students do not have a dog or a cat. That's not one of these. Not have a dog or cat. Okay? But we know that there's 20 students. If 4 don't have either, what does that mean? That means that 16 either have a dog or a cat, right? So 16 would be the number that have a dog or a cat, because only 4 don't have either. So if you have 20, you have 4 that don't own either. That means you have 16 that have one or the other or both. Okay? So you gotta do a little bit of math at the very beginning there, but then it gets pretty easy. So 16 is this one right here. This is 16 over here. Okay? This one right here. 8 students have a dog. Well, that's the number of dog right here. 8. 8 students have a cat. Well, that's this one right here. 8 students. How many students have both? Well, that's this one, right? We really don't know what this one is. That's the unknown. So you can use that principle of inclusion and exclusion formula. You can substitute the values in there. You can solve for x. So x here equals 16 minus 8 minus 8. X equals 0. 0 people have both a dog and a cat. Let's see if that makes sense. 8 have a cat, plus 8 have a dog. That's 16, plus 4 don't have either. That equals 20. I guess that is everybody. So if you added all those up and said, I'm going to find the difference between this number and 20, the difference is 0. Okay? On your Venn diagram, if you drew a Venn diagram here now, I said I wouldn't, but I'm going to now. So what do we have? We have 4 students don't have either. That's 4 over here. So here's dog. Here's cat. I have 8, and I have 8. So I need to get to 20. So 8 plus 4 is 20. Okay, so there's 0 here. So really, this Venn diagram, there's nothing in there. So guess what? You could actually draw this Venn diagram like this. These are disjoint sets. They don't have any elements in common, and there you go. When this overlap is 0, there is no overlap. There is no area there. That doesn't exist. So you can draw like that. Okay? So that is number 7 from your mid-chapter review. That's page 178 in your textbook. Any questions?